Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, Origins and Early Political Life. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, commonly known as Mahātmā Gandhi, was born on October 2, 1869, in Porbandar, a coastal town in present-day Gujarat, India. He belonged to a Hindu family of the Vaishya, merchant, caste. His father, Karamchand Gandhi, was the Diwan, chief minister, of Porbandar, and his mother, Putlabai, was a deeply religious woman who had a significant influence on Gandhi's spiritual and ethical development. Education and early influences. Gandhi went to London in 1888 to study law at University College London. During his time in London, he was exposed to various Western ideas and philosophies, including the works of Henry David Thoreau, Leo Tolstoy, and John Ruskin, which profoundly influenced his thinking on civil disobedience and non-violence. South Africa, 1893–1914. Gandhi's political career began in South Africa, where he went in 1893 to work as a lawyer for an Indian firm. During his 21 years there, Gandhi faced rampant racial discrimination, which galvanized him into action. He organized the Indian community to protest against unjust laws and practices, developing his philosophy of satyagraha, truth force or soul force, which advocated for non-violent resistance to oppression. Key events in South Africa include the Natal Indian Congress, 1894. Gandhi founded this organization to fight for the rights of the Indian community. The Indian Relief Act, 1914. After years of protests and negotiations, the South African government made concessions to the Indian community, which marked a significant victory for Gandhi's methods. Role in Indian national movement. Return to India, 1915. Gandhi returned to India in 1915 and quickly became a prominent leader in the Indian National Congress, Inc. He adopted traditional Indian attire and immersed himself in rural Indian life to better understand and connect with the masses. Key movements led by Gandhi. Champaran and Kheda Satyagraha, 1917–1918. Gandhi led successful campaigns for the rights of farmers oppressed by British landlords in Champaran, Bihar, and Kheda, Gujarat. Non-cooperation movement, 1920–1922. After the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in 1919, Gandhi called for a nationwide non-cooperation movement, urging Indians to boycott British goods, institutions, and honours. This movement marked a significant escalation in the struggle for independence. Civil disobedience movement, 1930–1934. The Salt March of 1930 was a pivotal act of civil disobedience where Gandhi marched 240 miles to the Arabian Sea to make salt, defying British laws. This movement galvanized millions of Indians and drew global attention to the Indian independence cause. Quit India movement, 1942. During World War II, Gandhi launched the Quit India movement, demanding an end to British rule in India. This movement led to mass arrests and a crackdown by the British, but it also intensified the demand for independence. Impact on India and world politics on India. Independence, 1947. Gandhi's efforts, along with those of other leaders and countless freedom fighters, culminated in India gaining independence from British rule on August 15, 1947. Social reforms. Gandhi advocated for social reforms, including the upliftment of the untouchables, whom he called Harijans or children of God, women's rights, and rural development. Non-violence and civil rights movements. Gandhi's philosophy of non-violent resistance influenced numerous global leaders and movements. Martin Luther King Jr. adopted Gandhi's principles in the American civil rights movement. Nelson Mandela was inspired by Gandhi's struggle against racial oppression. Decolonization. Gandhi's successful non-violent struggle against British colonial rule inspired similar movements across Asia and Africa, contributing to the wave of decolonization in the mid-20th century. Gandhi is remembered as the "father of the nation" in India. His birthday, October 2nd, is celebrated as Gandhi Jayanti in India and as the International Day of Non-Violence worldwide. His principles of truth, non-violence, and civil disobedience continue to inspire movements for justice and freedom globally. It is better to be violent, if there is violence in our hearts, than to put on the cloak of non-violence to cover impotence. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi.